36-inch storm sewer. They popped into there with a 12-inch tile. And now the water that's running down the storm sewers, they can't go south because of the silt. So it's all of it's running that 12-inch tile. Now the landowner that probably asked to have that done, I'm guessing. Now he's complaining that it's putting pressure out in the field is
blowing her up.
Which
water going back the other way.
You know, if it doesn't rain for 3 weeks, and no much, we'll wait for another year. But right now, you looked over to the west, and all that water coming down that 36-inch pipe, it's going down its top into the district structure. I don't know how that happened. It was before. It was a few years ago.
I'm not sure that what they did was, I'd have to talk to Mike and see what they did.
There's let's see, on the borderline between Clinton and Wall Lake Township, C1, that far, it's just for a quarter mile up the hill.
That was,
Oh, it's here's, let's see, Wall Lake, you go 1, 2, it's on 310. From the corner of 310th and Needham. From here to the top of the hill, there's Washport. You know, it's not real close to town. Maybe there's more than average traffic, but he just isn't getting it done. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, if I was running road grading school, I'd take the class out there and say, this is Washport. Do the grader operators have to replace their own blades?
Yep.
Is it a really bad job to do? So,
I mean, they're heavy, and you gotta have
Sometimes you have
you gotta have a system or.
do some guys go through more blades than others?
I'm sure there's, yeah, I mean, there's probably an average, but there's people on both sides of that as far as number of blades to go through.
But all our operators have the equal amount of territory to cover, or some spread?
Pretty close to the same.
Very close.
Is Charlie overloaded?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But part of it, and we've talked about this several times, is speed. I mean, sometimes those spots you have to slow down and spend a little bit more time on them. I think we tend to.
And Mike talks
to go
about
fast.
driving habits of people in the neighborhood can contribute to this problem. But
Yeah.
I've been around this. I get around the county quite a bit. That's one of the worst ones I've seen. Do you have anything like that? You don't have a lot of hills.
Dean, out near Dean Graves, he comments about that. What's letting there on the south side. That road is bad.
River Road gets that way once in a while, more time.
And I don't think it's uncommon right before intersections that you see that, but usually not going uphill.
Well, once they get started, they're hard to get out.
Yeah. Anywhere somebody's accelerating, Hill will probably add to that a little bit too, because people are trying to.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've noticed just in the road past me, it's not Washport yet, but with all the last 2 days, it seems like with all the fertilizer spreaders and tractors and et cetera, the whole road's got an inch and a half of loose stuff that wasn't there before. I think it's just road surface gets dried out. We actually use it in rain.
I told Donnie that Larry Nelson's got a blacktop driveway that comes on the M68, and when they were doing the shoulders last week, the operator of the maintainer forgot to pick up his blade and put a big gouge in his blacktop driveway.
That's Larry Nelson.
Yeah, they didn't bother to go back and sweep up the debris or call the landowner. must have been asleep at the wheel. I don't know, we need to send a letter of apology or bed into the driveway.
I'll have Mike give him a call. Said something about 2 broken posts too.
Well, that's it. You know, you're not supposed to have stuff out in, he had 16-foot gates. And when they, on the driveway north of his place, he put posts so that he put the gates on top of those posts so they wouldn't sag when the gate was open. And when they were doing their, you know, driveway prevention, you know, when they're bucking snow away from driveways, they knock those posts down. That's a lesser issue because we're not supposed to have stuff in the right of way.
What about the driveway situation? We have responsibility to take care of that? I mean, it shouldn't have happened.
Normally they're supposed to get a permit, aren't they, before they build them? Larry had that fly-by-night out there from Asphalt come in and built it before he really knew it.
Typically, when people are in a hard surface driveway, we want them to continue down on the same slope,
Yeah,
away from the road. And
that's probably an issue there.
I don't know what that got done there. Like I said, we got some of those fly-by-night companies that stop at your place and, oh yeah, we got 2 extra loads of asphalt left over on this project. And anybody that does asphalt work knows, first of all, that asphalt after it cools off won't come back the way it should. And typically those guys put in just enough to make it look nice and black till they're down the road a ways, and then, you know, some people, they can even get dandelions pushing up through it. It's a little thicker than that. But trying to get people to, you know, call for permits when they do things like that is tough to do too. Not that often, first of all, with people in hard surface driveways.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
Well, it's a regular adjournment.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Come on.